Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be doing, as you can see on below me, are all of the teams, Europe teams. 10 of them have qualified already, and there's 12 of them who are in the playoffs. But we're going to be predicting if they all qualify for the World Cup. I'm going to predict where they'll finish, in my opinion. I know it's early on, it's February the 13th. I know it's early, the groups haven't even come out yet, but it's just a fun idea, isn't it? And we're going to go in that order. It doesn't really matter about any order. Yeah, but should we start off with Austria? And, they are a good side. They did well in the Euros, I have to give them that. They've got a few names that spring to my mind. They've got Arnautovic, he's a crazy guy. Alaba, he's decent. Sarovic or something like that. Just behind Arnautovic is really good as well. Like Austria, when they're a team, they do work together, and they have some names which scare everyone in the World Cup. Like, they have some key players, and if they do qualify in the end, then fair enough to them. But it's between group stage round 16. I'm gonna be a little bit lenient for Austria, and I'm going to say round of 16. Moving on to Belgium, they're a strong side, they're a strong outfit. They've got Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, Courtois, Eden Hazard, Torgan Hazard. The list goes on and on. But I think this is either one of the last World Cups where they have their golden generation. They have their generation, they have that team there. They can do something. And it's going to be scary for some teams. I think this is their last dash at a World Cup. Maybe not the last competition. They've got the Nations League and the Euros. I think they still have some key players. But, some players like Lukaku, like Alderweireld, starting to get on. Eden Hazard's getting on. Torgan's young though. Kevin De Bruyne still at decent age. I think they'll get semi-finals. They have enough to get to the latter stages of this World Cup, but yeah, semi-finals for me. Moving on to Croatia. Let's not forget they did get to the final. Let's be honest, to the World Cup in 2018, but they had an average Euros. Just losing to England, then drawing to Czech Republic, and then they just beat. They beat Scotland convincingly. But Croatia, they're a good side. Let's not forget they did get to the final of the last World Cup. Let's not forget that. And they did alright in the Euros, but they're a side where don't underestimate them, and I think they can get to the quarterfinals. Croatia, they're a good side. They can get places, but yeah, for me, quarterfinals is. Moving on to Czech Republic, and this is one of the teams that probably won't even qualify. But we're doing this as they have qualified, but they haven't. But yeah, So it's so hard to predict. They have got some few names. Schick, Suchek, their keeper's pretty good, to be fair. But yeah, I'm sorry, Czech fans, but I'm not too sure. I just don't think you have enough quality to get out the group. Depending who's in your group, of course. We're doing this as no one, we don't know who is in the group. But yeah, moving on to Denmark, and they're a team who always gets to these competitions. They get to the World Cup, they get to the Euros. They did have a very good Euros. They had a decent World Cup. I think got knocked out in the quarterfinals to Croatia. No, round 16 to Croatia. They lost on penalties. But I think they'll get to in the round 16 again. They're a good side, and they can get places, of course. They're a strong outfit. They know what to do. They are a strong side. But yeah, for me, I just don't think they have enough to get to where quarterfinals or above. Moving on to England. 3 lines on a shirt. Jewels remain still gleaming. Alright, this is not England biased, but I did make a video saying about England versus Italy, revenge. But it's between finals, semis. At the moment, I'm saying semi-finals. Yeah, I'm saying semis. Yeah, it's between semis and finals, possibly, but I just think France. I know they had a bad Euros, but I might as well just put France there because I already said it. I just think France may have a bit more quality. I think Brazil is a shout. Brazil are already through, but I think Brazil will get to the final. With moving on to France, I think they will get to the final. I think, yeah, have enough in the tank, enough quality. Yeah, I just think they will get to the finals. I think they could. To be fair, it could be an England-France final. Yeah, I'm going to go England semis. I think we'll get a heartbreak. Moving on to Spain, and right there in the quarterfinals, their team who gets to the quarters, they may bottle it to like a Brazil or something like that. But, we don't know yet, do we? But yeah, so the semi-finals and final spots are all gone because I did say Brazil gets to the final. So semi-finals and finals is blocked. So we can't do any more teams because we need to make it realistic. We can't put that yet. So, yeah, I think Spain will get to quarters. They're a good side. They're a decent side. They can get places. Spain, quarterfinals for me. Moving on to Germany. And it's a quarterfinals, round of 16 for me, depending on who they get. Yeah, it's quarterfinals. They're not a big team anymore, are they? They are a big team, of course, but I just don't think they have... I don't think they have enough. They have a good side. But yeah, I just don't think they have enough in the tank. Moving on to Italy. Quarterfinals again for me. I think many teams are going to get to the quarterfinals. But yeah, I just think Italy will get to the quarterfinals. They have a good side, very good side. They may not even qualify. But yeah, Italy for me, quarterfinals. I just think they have enough in the tank, enough quality, and yeah. Moving on to North Macedonia, and I'm afraid if they do somehow get through, I'm afraid group stage it is. If they do somehow get through, they have. I don't even know what they have in the thing, but yeah, this is if they're already through. But if they're through already, North Macedonia, they're out. They're not getting anywhere. Poor North Macedonia. But yeah, moving on to the Dutch. It's a round of 16 for me. They finished round of 16 in the Euros. I think they just bottle it. I think Depay just won't have enough for them. I don't think they have enough. But yeah, Netherlands, the Dutch can go on a bit of a run. They could get to the final, for all I know. But yeah, for me, I think the Dutch are going to get round of 16. Moving on to Poland, and it's so heartbreak. Lewandowski won't keep them. Lewandowski's in the team. That's really who they have. They don't have any other big names, big star names. But yeah, for me, Poland group stage out. They're just not good enough side. Lewandowski won't carry them that hard to get to the quarterfinals, to round 16 or anything like that. So yeah, for me, I've got moving on to Portugal. And they could be between there and there. This is not like a tournament format. I was trying to make it a tournament format, but it's not. It's where I think they can get to. So there could be like loads of teams in the quarterfinals, or semi-finals. Portugal, to be fair, they could get to semis. Yeah, I'm gonna go quarterfinals for me. There's no format, so any team can go in the quarterfinals. Like 20 teams can go in the quarterfinals. This is just where I think they can get to. It's not a stupid tournament format. But yeah, for me, Portugal, Ronaldo, Fernandes, Jota, their keeper, Patricio, Pepe, probably his last World Cup. They've got enough in there just to get to the quarterfinals. They could get to the semis, but yeah, Russia. I'm sorry, but you don't have your fans from the 2018 World Cup group stage. It is for me. They are a good side. I think Russia can get places, and they can get to round 16. To be fair, but yeah, for me, group stage is. Moving on to Scotland. Wait, no, you lot, Scotland fans. You have McTominay in the midfield. You have John McGinn. To be fair, John McGinn's pretty good. To be fair, but like. Your fans, I'm sorry, if you're Scottish, then I'm going to tell you what's straight. Your fans, we want you to win when you play, but when we play, you want us to lose. What's that about? What's that chant? What's that chant? Oh yeah, Scotland get battered everywhere they go. Scotland get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Yeah, it's banter. But yeah, Scotland fan, yeah. Actually, round 16, you're welcome. Moving on to Serbia. Mitrovic FC, Tadic FC, group stage. They're already through, but group stage. Moving on to Switzerland. They had a decent Euros, to be fair. They had a very good Euros. They beat France and nearly beat Spain. They can get to round 16, all quarters. Round 16 for me. They're a good side. Switzerland. They're a very good side. Moving on to Sweden. They always love a good quarterfinals, don't they? They always get to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. We played them in the 2018 one. I think they always do, but the last one they got to the quarterfinals. So yeah, for me, yeah, quarterfinals for Sweden. Forsberg is a good talent, and that's about it. But yeah, Turkey, I'm sorry, but yeah, Turkey for me, group stage. I'm sorry, Turkish fans. You've got some good fans. You've got Sinchu, and yeah, you've got some other key players, but you had a dreadful Euros. But yeah, moving on to Ukraine. Final. Hey, no, I'm joking. Group stage. I'm sorry, Ukraine fans, but yeah. Sorry, Ukraine fans. I just think, yeah. Look at that. I think England will get to the finals. Yeah. Moving on to Wales. Gareth Bale FC, Ramsey, and that. Yeah, for me. We'll get to the round 16, and that's it. No format, just where I think your team will get to. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because these videos are I do have fun making these videos, and hope you do as well. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye.